get started, and I appreciate so much you all being here today. I've got a Life Touch event guide that I've given you, and we were holding June 4th, 5th, and 6th for Angels Way Baptist Church. And the church account number, if you were to call our home office or any correspondence, is 440983. So that's the church account number. And my Center of Excellence team there, that 800 number circle, is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. If I'm in a meeting like I am now, I turn my phone off and you won't be able to get a hold of me. But you can call the Center of Excellence during these hours. I have 4 people that support me at the home office. And so they'll help you with any questions of sign up, of any kind of help that you need, guidance, as well as we even have a layout coordinator, Heidi, Blankenship. And then telling your story will be for another week, and preserving your memories for another week. So we have 3 Sundays in a row. We'll have bulletin inserts. Now, publicity posters, go ahead and put these up around the church, and just put in June 4th through 6th, Thursday through Saturday. Days from 2 to 9 p.m., Saturday from 10 to 5 p.m. And that's on your event guide right here.
Those are the hours, right?
That's the hours that we'll be photographing. And so we have publicity posters, go ahead and put up, bulletin inserts for 3 weeks in a row. And the online signups are available right now if you're going to have online signups. I think we know we want on-site signups, but if paper signups at the church, but we can input those into our online sign-up system. And if we input them, and I'll show you how to do that before we leave today, I'll log on and we'll sign up ourselves and you'll be ready to go. But if you input them into the online sign-up system, 3 days before photography, they're going to get an email with an extra $10 in it. So they get a free 8x10 plus another $10, and then we're going to call them 2 days before. So we're going to kind of take that work off of your shoulder, email them, give them $10, call them. That combination, about 98% show up. So that'll help you, remind families and bring them in. In addition, all portraits are 20% off. So beside your posters here, go ahead and put up that all portraits are 20% off. So whatever's in the price list here, take off 20%. There's already a discounted price in your price list here. If you bought one 8x10, it would be $25, and the more you buy, it goes down to as low as $17.50 for an 8x10. With our 20% off, it starts at $20. It goes down to as low as $15. So 20% off of anything. It's a great time for Christmas cards or family portraiture as well. And then one more thing, we're partnering with Hope House. So if a family brings in a food item or a clothing item to photography, I went ahead and made some posters up here for you. Here's our Hope House logo, and any donation that's brought in, the family will get another $5 off in portraits. All the food and clothing goes to Hope House, and the family gets another $5 off in portraits. So it's really important to communicate, look, Life Touch is partnering with us to support Hope House. So bring food, bring clothing, and then they're going to give you another $5 in portraits to thank you for supporting Hope House. So we want to do that. Now, our online signups, from there we'll print out our sign-up charts. So I'll show you how to print them out, and then when you print them out, have a sign-up chart starting Sunday. Of course, Sunday's Mother's Day. What a great Sunday. Everyone's going to be here. And when Mom says to her babies, I want you to come to church with me, they're going to be there with their babies and those grandbabies. And so it's a great weekend to start sign-ups. And what I'd like for you to have are the sign-up sheets, and kind of take them down for Friday and Saturday to start with. And then when a person signs up on an appointment time, wherever there's a free appointment time, a family can sign up. They'll give us their name, their phone number, how many's in their family, their email, and they'll write that down. So while they're writing down what appointment time they want, take a portrait guide here and write the appointment right here on the back of the portrait guide, and then hand it to them, like in a doctor's office. And families will go home and they'll put it up on their calendar, mom will put it on the family calendar, and everyone knows when they're coming on June 4th, 5th, or 6th. But for this Sunday, let's just put out Friday and Saturday, June 5th and 6th. And as it'll probably fill up pretty quick, and then we'll go back to June 4th and fill it up as well. So on Sunday, have the sign-up charts and some pencils. As the family's picking their appointment time, write that time on a portrait guide, hand it to them, and then say, oh, by the way, if you'd like the prices, they're over there. Don't put a price list in someone's hand. Just say they're available over there. And if they pick it up, it's okay. It's information. But if you put it in their hand, they think, well, you know, I got to buy something. We want people to meet their needs, and they get 20% off. This is to help with information. No one likes waiting until a photographer to find out what the prices are in this day and time. They want to know what the prices are, and then they'll know also they get 20% off. So when they sign up, give them a portrait guide, say the price is over there, just take off 20% if you want one. And some people, I don't want prices, that's fine. And those that do, great, they get 20% off. So we'll have sign-ups on May the 10th, May the 17th, May the 24th, and May the 31st. So we have 4 Sundays. The month of May, we make memories, okay? We're going to sign people up to make memories throughout the month of May. Now, a couple things. Our #1 requested portrait by far in the church division is a family generation pose. That's our #1 requested portrait. And I've got some of these family and friends to put up beside the posters as well. So mom and dad, what they can do is sign up at 5 o'clock, and at 5:10 they can sign up their son and family. And they might attend First Baptist West Memphis. And at 5:20 they can sign up their daughter and family. And they might attend here, or they might go to First Baptist Collierville. I mean, I don't know. But whether they're a member or not, they can bring their family, their children. And each family will get a complimentary 8x10. Each family, member or not. But when they sign in on our photography event, there's a box at the top of the sitting ticket that says "Not for Directory." We'll check that box. If they're not a member, they don't go into your picture directory, but they get a free 8x10, and the church gets another directory free. So, and then after we've taken individual pictures of each family unit, we'll put them all together, babies, grandbabies, sometimes great-grandbabies, and have a generation pose. And I've had as many as 5 generations. In fact, at a church in Huntington, Tennessee, it was a Methodist church. It was a 3-church charge, and the coordinator from each church, each was a great grandmother, and they had their mother. All 3 mothers were still alive, children, grandchildren, they had great-grandchildren, and they had all 5 generations, all 3 coordinators, and that was the best picture that they ever took, they said. And you know that's going to hang on their wall the rest of their life. They're going to enjoy their children every time they see them. So this is to help families, and it's the greatest Mother's Day present. Would you come and get a picture for me? And now, so generation portraits are our #1 requested portrait. But there's something else I want to talk to you about generation portraits. Every church has some families where their children haven't been to church in a while. And mothers among most, they will invite their kids to come with them on Mother's Day. But this is a great inreach tool. Because if you've had some families that haven't been to church in a while, when they find out that you all are taking pictures here at Angels Way, they're going to want to copy that directory. Because they know a lot of those people in that directory. How do you get a copy? You come in, have your picture taken. So if you will focus inwardly on the families that haven't been to church in a while, and call them up towards the end of our process in May and just invite them to come in and participate. About half of those who you invite will sign up and they'll come in and participate. And if you love on them while they're here, and the pastor or one of your deacons says, "What are y'all doing next Sunday?" About half of those will come back the following Sunday. And it's a great chance of enrich. Now, something else is going to happen. When you call those families, some of them, there's a reason they hadn't been to church. And I've been on a calling committee right before a week of photography. And I got something like this. "Hi, Miss Smith, this is Heldur. Wanted to give you a call. As you know, we're making a new directory, and we'd love, I've been sick." Well, Miss Smith, I've been sick for 4 weeks, and the preacher hadn't come by to see me. You know, well, Miss Smith, did you tell him? Well, no, but God should have told him. It's amazing what we expect from our preacher. But, you know, after they share a need, "Well, do you mind if I share that with Pastor?" "Well, that's fine." And you write it down. And now we still would love to have you. "Well, I need to come. I want to be a part of that." And so just loving on them and encouraging them to come, you'll find some of your inactive families will come participate, and then we can invite them back to fellowship as well. So it's a great in-reach program as well as a generational photography program. So we'll have sign-ups the 10th, the 17th, the 24th, and 31st. I'll show you how to input those sign-ups so that they get a reminder 3 days before photography and a $10 gift certificate and a phone call. So we'll make that happen for you. Now, in addition, I have got a jump drive that I'd like to put on your computer before I leave. And on this jump drive, I have a PowerPoint. I have 3 one-minute movies. I've got weekly announcements. I've got everything you can think of. I've got on this jump drive to help promote your event, and there's 20%. There's a newsletter here. Looks something like this, and you can just put, you know, Angels Way Baptist Church and your photography dates, and just kind of personalize it, and then you can put that in as a newsletter that you mail out, or you can send it as an email, or you can put it in your bulletin as well. So this will help get the word out. And these documents are on this jump drive. So I'm going to put them all on your computer, and you just pick and choose what you like. That'll help you get the word out. So after we've had 4 weekends of signing families up, it's time to think about getting ready for photography in June. So on step 4, recruiting your hostesses, on C, by May 24th, we'd like to have a hostess for each day of photography. And I like to break it up into shifts, because from 2 to 9 is a long time for someone to be here.
Right.
So let's spread the joy a little bit. Let's have one shift from 2 to 5:30, and then have another shift from 5:30 to 9 on Thursday and Friday. Then Saturday, have one shift from 10 to 1:30, and then another one from 1:30 to 5. Now, what the hostesses are going to do is greet families and sign them in, but they'll be a familiar face from the church. And for those that are coming over from Memphis or from West Memphis, you know, again, it's someone to help them get signed in for their portraiture. So have your volunteers chosen by the 24th of May. Now, step 5, preparing for photography, June the 4th. That's Thursday. The team is going to be here 2 hours early, about noon. They'll get here to set up. And we had talked about some rooms for photography. Are those still good as far as the Sunday school rooms or the sanctuary? Was it the sanctuary we're looking at? What rooms were we looking at last time? We didn't select.
I don't know if we talked about that.
We need to do that. And I serve a lot of churches, so we'll go look at the rooms you have in mind. We need one large room for photography, and then a couple small rooms where the photographers, when they finish photography, that same person will take that family to their viewing station, and the person you start with is the person you finish with, and will show you your images. While one is photographing, one is showing, and they go back and forth. Okay, and so we don't like lines. We like families getting out of here under an hour, and they appreciate that. You got little kids. You don't want to be here 3 hours. So we're going to bring several photographers to take care of your needs. But we'll pick that before I go. They'll be here at noon. Now we'll have a reception area, see in yellow here? A reception area where your hostesses will greet families and sign them in. I want to pause there for a moment. Could you have a membership roster of every member of the church and all the information you have printed out for photography? Okay? Put it in a 3-ring binder, if you would. And when every family comes in, before they fill out the Life Touch paperwork, let's have them look at their profile. Would you verify your profile? Oh, we've dropped our landline scratch. We now have 2 cell phones, one for my husband, one for me. Oh, we've dropped Comcast. Now we use UVerse, AT&T. Our emails change. Scratch the old email, add the new email. Any changes over 3 days of photography, we can scrub your entire roster and have it up to date. That's good for our directory, and it's good for your records too, isn't it? Then, after we check their roster, we'll have a sitting ticket and a sign-in sheet. And each photographer has their preferences on which one to fill out first. The photographers will show your hostesses. They'll bring them with them and show them how to fill it out. Now, do you have the ability of making address labels, like for a newsletter? Super. If you could have 2 sets of labels for all your families on labels, when that family comes in, sometimes, and my handwriting's not so good, but if we can't read the address that they write down, those pictures that they ordered is returned back to Life Touch, and sometimes it's a month before we get them. Families don't like that. If you could have 2 sets of labels on the sitting ticket, we'll lift up a label and put it on the sitting ticket, and on the sign-in sheet we'll lift up another label, put it on the sign-in. Now we've got the name and address down, and all we have to do is add phone numbers and other information. That really helps our hostesses make their job easier and accurate as well. So we'll have a reception area where they'll sign people in, check their roster, fill out the sitting ticket and sign-in sheet. We'll have a photography area, full professional lighted studio set up. And again, some viewing areas for our photographers. And we're going to bring 2 or 3 photographers depending on how full things are. If we're really packed and have to take out some reserves, we're going to bring 3 photographers. And if we have 20 to 22 a day, we'll bring 2 photographers. Depending on how many families we have here, we will meet your needs because we don't want to get behind. When people have a good experience and we want to repeat this in 5 years, they'll come in. If they have a bad experience, they won't. So we want a good experience. And so the photographer will take 2 or 3 pictures for the directory, and they're free 8 by 10. And then we'll take another 6 to 8, and we'll have a black background, a blue background, and now we've got a caramel brown background. So we're going to listen to your families. It's amazing. Life Touch has figured out, if you listen to families and give them what they want, chances are they might buy something. So we're going to be listening. And some families, yeah, we kind of want to do this. And some families, we really want a family generations. So we're going to have 3 or 4 photographs in a row. And then we want an entire generational portrait. And some families, we just want one for the director. We just had pictures done in West Memphis 2 weeks ago. Okay, that's fine. We want to meet your needs. And so they'll come in, be photographed. That same photographer will show your images, and they'll make their decisions and get up, walk out the door. It's over with. It's all done in 3 days. Now, if we have 2 or 3 families we could not get, we can send them to, like we're at First Baptist Marion next week. If someone tells you we can't make it for photography on those 3 days, we're going to be all week next week at Marion. So if they come up Sunday and say we can't make it, say, can you come this Tuesday through Saturday? Yeah, we'll be at First Baptist Marion. You can go there, be photographed, and be in our book. So that's a whole week of photography. And then, but if we have, 12 to 15 families that could not make it, we want to come back later on in June and have a makeup day. So we're gonna do that. That's kind of, I've got a couple days open in June, so we want to accommodate those families and make sure we get them all in. But after we pretty much fill up 3 days, we'll have a conversation and talk about if we need a makeup day or not, okay?
Your first class is next week?
Yes, next week, next Tuesday through Saturday. And Brittany is the gal that's taking Carrie Davis's position, Brittany. And she'll work with you, and they've got several coming from other churches because they're a big church, they got a bunch of days, so they'll be able to take care of you. The last thing is laying out your directory, and we have a CD. If I saw this CD, it's Story Builder. And when you put this into your computer, it's going to ask you, what is your church name? You type in Angels Way Baptist. What is your church number? Right on the front here, 440983. Enter, and up will pop a cover and about 40 different themes you can pick from. So what you can do is you can pick a theme. Hold on, you can pick a theme. I should have some. Here we go. So it can be stained glass, it can be, picture the church on the cover. This is a real popular one. We've got all kinds, life, new life growing, but all these themes, this is a real faith, fellowship, faith, worship, and love. Take one of our themes and drag a picture of your church building on the cover and just type in Angels Way Baptist Church, the address and phone number, and yes, put 2015. Because when you don't put the year on the cover, everyone, when did we have that done? We had it done back in 2000. No, it wasn't that long ago. It was 2015, so we know. But you'll just click on the theme, and you'll design your cover. Just tell us what you want on the cover. Your staff page, and on your staff page, we just need a box, name, title, name, title. Do you want to have a deacons page and have your deacons in the book?
Yeah, that'd probably be good.
We can do that. And so identify pastor, but also our deacons as staff. When they come in with their family, we'll take an individual staff picture of them. And then when this is all done, we're going to send you a CD with every family on it, on the CD, and every staff and deacon picture taken. And then you can use that to put on your website or to put in publications or put in your software, church management software. We give you those images to use, okay? So we'll send that to you. But you'll lay out your pastor's page usually, your deacon page, and maybe a couple of activity pages. Now, if we have 45 or less, you'll have 2 color pages. 46 is our magic number. 46 or more families, and you'll have all kinds of pages. You'll earn 4 pages and have more on top of that with my bonus, the best bonus. And all families get 20% off portraits. Well, no matter how many you have, all families get 20% off. We get more pages at 46 families and above. And remember, non-member families coming with mom and dad, they count towards your 46. So I think we'll get that easily. Okay.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
When you say pick a format or whatever you call that, does that carry through onto the inside?
It does.
And everybody's background is the same?
No.
Or?
Yeah, the theme is on pages. And I brought a sample here. This is some of our themes. This is one theme here. That's our center of excellence. But here's a theme here. That's a theme. That's a theme. We have 2 or 3 pictures of your church and life. Multiple generations here, woven together. I am the vine. We're the branches. We're the branches. And so you choose one of these themes, and then we have these templates that you can drag and drop pictures and type captions if you want to. I like this one for a collage because it's not touching and it's not busy. It's individual pictures. You just drag and drop and just pop them right in there. And you can show a whole lot of fellowship on one page. Okay, so, but we'll have a staff page, we'll have a deacon's page, and then we'll have other pages for the life of the church. Now, do you have any military, active military? Okay, the military page is free. Just contact parents and say, if you'll give us a picture of your child, we will put them on our military page. And that becomes a great prayer page for families that have children deployed. And in the family pages, you can have rounded corners, square corners, no borders, borders. We give you all kinds of choices. Just, we want it your way. Whatever looks like your way, just check the box that way. And so it'll look your way. This is with one of our designs carrying throughout the book, or you have just white. It's your choice. And then the roster, of course, is, we have a couple of formats for the roster. Most churches will have the last name bold and the phone number at the bottom. Some churches like the last name and the phone numbers off to the side. You can have 2 phone numbers and 1 email at no cost. Just a couple of phone numbers and an email. Usually a family email. Usually it's mom's email, but that's up to you all. If mom didn't have an email and dad does, we'll put his down there. But that's a way of contacting. The information you give us in the book here at photography, we're going to collect a main phone number, and that goes on the app. And the app, I left my phone. It's okay. I've showed them the app, but that will go under the picture, phone number, and email. And if you touch it, it'll direct dial that family. So that'll help you out there. But when you're ready to lay the book out, give me a call. I'm in town usually every week. I'll come by, and if you have any questions, I'll be glad to help you. It'll take you like an hour to lay out the cover, staff, and a couple of activity where you drag and drop activity pictures. You'll mail that to us. When you're done, you'll say finalize. You'll say plug your jump drive in. I have another jump drive in here, blank one. You'll plug it in. It'll transfer everything to the jump drive. And then you'll take your roster after it's corrected and put a roster copy on the jump drive. And you'll send that to us with a yellow submission form and a page envelope. This just tells us, how many pages you have, and rounded corners, square corners in the family section. And we'd like that sent to us by July the 1st. And it's on your event guide here, by July the 1st. And what we'll do is we will start working on your directory. But 30 days after photography, approximately 30 working days, you're going to get an email. Actually, you're going to get the email. And I'll have all the license in it for the mobile app. And you can give that email to the secretary or the pastor. You can give it out to your leadership and deacons. And you'll be able to have the directory. Before the paper directory comes out, you'll have that digital directory mobile app. And then you'll get a proof book, a colored proof book of what your book's going to look like. And you're going to be able to make corrections, and if something's changed, you can change it. And if a new deacon got elected, you can add that deacon, and then mail it back to us. We go to press. 15 more working days, and your books are shipped to the church. And you'll also be able to have, because I've given the church extra ministry points, 50 pocket directories. But the pocket directories will come with the paper directory. Your app comes first. You're going to love that. A lot of information. Let's review. Let's review our list here. Church number is 440983. We're photographing June 4th through 6th. This Sunday, let's just put out 5 and 6. Then the rest of the Sundays, depending on how it fills up, I think it'll fill up pretty quick, 4, 5, and 6. We've got posters to put up. We've got a bulletin insert for the 10th, a bulletin insert for the 17th, another bulletin insert for the 24th of May. We're continuing to sign up. Our final Sundays, May 31st, an entire month to sign families up, followed by our days of photography. Our number one requested portrait is a what?
Generational.
A family generation pose. Mom and dad brings the son and kids and daughter and kids, and we all have a beautiful generation pose together. What do families get during this time? What kind of a bonus do they get?
They get 20% off.
They get 20% off of any purchase whatsoever. What else do they get?
They get a free 8x10.
They get a free 8x10.
And if they bring some groceries or clothing, they get an additional 5%.
You did excellent. Good. Okay. And now, keep these four.
So when you say, okay, if somebody comes in with a can, does that count?
Yes, it does.
Okay,
One can, they can come with a bag of groceries or a single can.
okay.
If they contribute to Hope House, they get $5 off.
New clothes, used clothes?
New, used, anything.
Okay,
Yes,
so we know.
I have a question.
sure.
You said that we could use a calling committee.
Yes, yes.
How do you suggest we do that? Because we have like some shut-ins, or if you want to call it, they just, elderly people that don't
Yeah.
come all the time, that are sick or whatever.
What I'd recommend is after the 24th, like the 25th and 26th, Monday and Tuesday, look at who signed up online, they'll all be there. And look at your membership roster, and you'll see 15, 18 families that haven't signed up yet. And if you will call them, and I've got, on the jump drive, I've got a telephone script. Gives you an idea what to say and how to say it. But here's the thing. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And when you show that you care, and we would love for you to be in our book, whether they come or not, you know what they've heard? My church cares about me. They call me. That's a seed planted. If they show up